Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a video hosting platform called Viqeo. Now, in this Viqeo review, I want to show you exactly what Viqeo is, how it actually works, and by the end of this video, you should know if it's right for you. And just before we get started, if you are thinking about getting Viqeo, they are currently having a lifetime deal. So if you want to check that out and only have to pay for it once, then check out the link in the description. Okay, so first of all, what is Viqeo and what does it actually do? Well, it is a video hosting platform, but it also allows you to create videos inside of Viqeo. They've just actually launched a screen recorder too, which is a pretty nice feature. But what Viqeo mainly allows you to do is create your own videos and host them in your own platform, so you can avoid things like Wistia or Vimeo or even YouTube and customize the player to your own brand. Now, what I absolutely love about Viqeo is you have the ability to add in things like links as well as polls, so you can keep your audience engaged. And even better, they allow you to monetize your videos using your own ad networks. So if you want to get more revenue versus having something like YouTube, then Viqeo is going to be good for you. So what I'm going to do right now is actually jump behind the screen and show you Viqeo. Okay, so here we are first of all on the Viqeo website. What I want to do is run through some of the different features that are part of Viqeo, just in case I miss out on any in this product review. I'm also going to go through the pricing. I'll then show you the lifetime deal, and then we'll go into my dashboard and actually start testing out this product. So first of all, let's have a look at some of the different listed features that they have, and then we'll go from there. So first of all, videos for website. This is pretty cool because you can upload videos either directly, or you can even download them from other places that your videos may be already uploaded, like YouTube or Wistia or things like that. And what you can do is actually start adding in little things like banners, video ads, or your own affiliate links on top of these videos to make them more personalized. Now, this is good because they use a extremely quick CDN, which means that your videos are actually going to load extremely quick. And I'm going to go through a test a little bit later on to show you, but I've found out that it works much faster than actually embedding YouTube onto websites. Plus you get to have all of these different customizations. So that's pretty cool. We also have here social media storytelling, and I believe this means you can actually create videos to the right format for the different types of social medias, plus you maybe even have the ability to upload it. I'll have to check when we go behind the dashboard. We also have stories for websites. This basically means you can add in different types of text on top. You can also add in the polls, and you can also add in links as well. So we'll go through that. It's pretty interesting. I've actually reviewed products in the past that have just the sort of polling feature, but this is already inbuilt, so it's actually quite powerful. And then finally, we've got Google Web Stories. So this basically means that Google is going to preference your types of videos. They're extremely fast to load. They are also responsive, and they've got minimal code, so Google absolutely loves this type of content. So that's basically it. There's actually quite a bit inside of the dashboard. It's pretty hard to explain the features without actually showing you. So first I'm going to show you the pricing, and then we'll get into it. So if you were to miss out on the lifetime deal, you can get started for free. You can get up to 30 gig of storage, plus you get team management. And then you can also have the interactive features, which I believe is things like the polls. Now, if you ever wanted to upgrade for maybe more storage, or you wanted to have things like monetization, you can go to $19 per month if you go annually, $24 per month if you go on a monthly version. And then if you want to have all of the features, you'll have to go to the Pro plan, which is $69 monthly or $59 per month for a year contract. Now, if you even look at these different deal terms, that's actually really good value if you are considering running ads or even just driving traffic to specific offers, like $24 a month if you were to pay monthly to have monetization and have the interactive features like the links. It's actually really affordable considering the return on investment you'll probably get from it anyway. So that's all there if you miss out on the lifetime deal, but if you are lucky enough to see it, once again, the link to it's in the description. This is what you're going to see. Currently they have a lifetime deal going on, and the deal terms include the Pro Plus, Enterprise, and Digital Media plan. And just to give you an idea of what it costs, for the Pro plan and lifetime, you'll be paying $59. So if you think about it, the Pro plan's already $69 per month. So if you buy it for $59, you're already saving $10, plus you get to have it for life. And then it just goes up from there. So if you get 2 codes, then you're going to get the Pro Plus plan, which is $139 normally. You can get it for $119. Then we've got the Tier 3, which is going to be the Enterprise plan. And then if you want to go all out, which I've seen a lot of people actually doing in the questions, you can get the Digital Media plan, which allows you to get unlimited storage, which is really the big selling point. If you look at all of the other plans, we've got 30 gig, 150, 500, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, but unlimited will literally last you your entire lifetime. You can have as many websites as you want on there, right? And you can start generating good revenue. And it's pretty affordable considering it's only $239. Now, as it is at Sumo, guys, you also get a 60-day money-back guarantee. And if you have any questions or have any queries, make sure you check out the reviews and questions down below. I've gone through all of them. They've had some pretty interesting feedback, but things like the CDN is super fast, which is the loading speed. Very happy with that. And also embedding things makes life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is my dashboard of Viqeo here. Now I have been playing with it for a fair few hours now, and I'm getting the hang of it. It's actually quite exciting where it's going to go. But let me give you a quick tour so you can understand how things work. First of all, we've got statistics. Once you've started adding your videos around your websites, then you'll see videos uploaded, how many times it's been launched, how many times it's been loaded, and how many ads have been shown. And same thing here, once you have some advertisements placed, you can see them inside of here, as well as the different income streams. And we also have here analytics, which doesn't have much in it right now. But once you start actually uploading a lot of videos, once you start getting a lot of data into it, then you can go ahead and build some reports and see what everything looks like. Now, next on the list, we have here feed. This is where you can go ahead and actually start creating some different content. I'll just quickly mute that. As you can see, I've been playing around with the polling options. I've also been playing around with the text overlay options. This is actually a link as well, so you can add things like affiliate links inside of different slides if you were to create them. Plus, I also downloaded a video directly from YouTube to see exactly how it worked. I've added in a custom logo, things like that, which I'll show you soon. But this is where you will see how all of your latest videos have been added. Now, if you were to create some content, right, you can either upload a video, create a story for website, video for website, Google Web Story, or video for Facebook. So you've got all these different content options. You've got the most recommended here as well. But once you actually start creating the different types of video, you can also go ahead and use stock files. So if you were to create, say, a top 10 list, you're more than welcome to come inside here and use all the stock files. Now, a pretty cool option as well, if I was to create a story for website, the exciting thing about this is they've just launched their new screen recorder. And what it's allowing you to do is actually just record from your screen and instantly add it into their video editor. So once the content builder opens, it's going to ask you for some simple sort of settings. First of all, a title. So this could just be the YouTube demo. You've also got some general styles that you can use for templates. Just to give you an idea what that means, it's like you can either have text with the 2 lines at the top. You've also got a digest template, which if you look at it, looks like that. Or you've got a classic. Now the cool thing is you can create your own ones as well. These are just some default templates you can use. And if you wanted to change things like the colors, all you need to do is come inside here and then just adjust the colors to suit. So if I go ahead and play that again, you can see it's now changed. You've also got different ways that the content can appear. So for example, if you want it to appear like this, there's so many different things. I like this one, especially for like top 10s. This is a really good one. So there's a few options there. You can always come back to this as well. So I'm going to click on save and get out of this screen. So now if we come to the top, I'll give you a quick tour first. So at the bottom, every time you create a slide, you can easily do it by pressing this plus. It's going to add another section to the bottom of the screen, right? So you can see there's one there. Now this one is only 3 seconds long and the second one is 15. You can easily change these to suit your need. You can also replace the order in which they work. But let's just say I wanted to do a screen recording. what I can actually do is come inside here, click on media, and it's saying here you can upload a video, which is also available from different websites like Instagram and YouTube and Vimeo, things like that. So it's pretty cool. We've got the screen recorder inside of here. I can't show you the screen recording right now as I'm already screen recording, but the option's there if you want it. Then we've got recent uploads and stock files as well. So there's plenty of options to start building out your timeline. So now let me show you something pretty cool, which is the ability to add in links and polls. So I'll just create a new slide for this particular one. If you're wondering too, you can also delete slides and you can also go back, things like that. You can also duplicate. So those are all there as well if you need them. But let's just say I was a cryptocurrency YouTube channel or something like that, or on my website, whatever it might be. And let's just say I wanted to add a poll at the end of my video. What I could do is actually add in this poll here, right? Click poll. We have here test quiz, which is the poll name, and we've got a couple of options. What you can do is, instead of test quiz for the poll name, what you can do is ask a question. So for example, if I was, say, a cryptocurrency channel on YouTube, I could say something like, what do you think is the best investment for beginners in cryptocurrency in 2022, something like that, right? Put something like that, question mark at the end. And what you could do is come down to variants, and inside here you can actually put in poll options. So it could be Bitcoin, could be Ethereum, right? You can add in more options, could be, say, Doge. I'm not too sure exactly too much about cryptocurrency, but you can put in different options inside of here. And what people can actually do is choose it. Now, the cool thing about the poll is you can show results if you want to show how the audience is reacting. For example, if 100 people went through, 58% said Bitcoin, 25% said Ethereum, and the rest said Doge. Once they put in their answer, it can actually show them exactly what everyone's been polling, right? Which is pretty cool. You can also have multiple choice poll as well. But if you want to get super ninja with these polls, come down to advanced settings, and you can have inside here slide sequences, which means, hey, say if at the end of the video you've got these three options, hey, which one do you think is better? Well, you could go ahead and create some slides to do with Bitcoin, right? So if they click on Bitcoin, it's going to go take them to another slide about Bitcoin. And it could talk to some different things about Bitcoin and why it's the best and what people are doing. Or if they chose Ethereum, you could create slides about Ethereum and actually redirect them to that slide. So it's got so many different options to actually build with this particular type of video hosting that there's really limitless sort of ideas you can do with it. And it sort of makes your visitors feel a little bit more engaged. So it's really powerful. I'm excited to play with it a bit. You've sort of got to get your mind around it a little bit, but I believe this is going to be one of the things that sort of takes off in the near future, as it's more personalized to the visitor versus them just watching what you're sharing. Now there's also event tracking. So if I believe you have a URL tracker that you wanted to see how many times these people click, or it may have something to do with pixels. I'm actually not 100% sure about the URL tracking, but I'm definitely going to dig into it. Then I believe you can add in your URL tracker there. Every time they click it, I believe you can track that, maybe even add in a pixel as well. So that's pretty cool. But I'm very impressed with this. Once again, I've actually paid for software before, over $100 just to get access to this feature, and it's free inside of Viqeo. Now, if you weren't a fan of this bright orange or the dark red when you hover, and it actually goes green when you click on it, you can come down to style, click on customize settings, and down here we've got all the different options. So for example, if I wanted to add in a blue, I don't have one saved, but let's just say I wanted to add in this blue here. Okay, what you can do is add in that. On hover, you can also make it maybe slightly darker just to make it not so powerful, so something like that. So when you hover over it, looks like that. That's cool. And then when chosen green's good. I'm pretty happy with it. And there's also the text. You can go ahead and choose that, but it's pretty powerful. Now let me also show you, while we're here, the link, right? So if you go ahead, click on link and put in a link URL, I'll just put my website for now. They actually made this for affiliate marketers, I believe, which is really cool because I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that on my website. What it's going to do is when you actually go to preview the video or watch the video, it'll have the video in the background, plus you'll have this button here in the back, and that's going to just directly link to the particular URL. So if you're making a slideshow, if you're making conditional options using the polls, you can say, hey, click the button below, or click button at the bottom of the screen to take you to XYZ. Or if this was just an entire video you wanted to have your link on, you could just create one slide, have your entire video on it, and then add the link at the bottom. Now, I believe they should probably work on this in the near future. Such a powerful idea to have. Maybe some more personalization, maybe apart from just the text. Like, there's only 3 options you can have: learn more, read now, or shop now. Maybe if you could create your own text, increase the size a little bit, maybe even add an icon, maybe it would be a little bit more appealing. But for now, that is pretty cool, and I'm pretty stoked with it. So I'm gonna go ahead, click on publish, and that is now done. Click on publish again. And that's an example. So what I'm going to do is come back to my feed. In fact, I'll show you around as well. We've got APIs and integrations. If you need the API tokens, you can generate one here. If we keep coming down, inside here, we've got my projects. Pretty interesting how they've added it here. I thought maybe it should be at the top. But what you can do is, if you have more than one website, you can create multiple websites inside of here. The cool thing is, if you say, at the moment I'm on Legit Marketing Reviews, if I come to files, you can see here are a few files inside of it. You can also create folders as well to make things nice and neat. But if I came back to my projects, if I swapped to test project and came back to my files, you'll notice there's nothing inside of here. So it separates them really nicely. So if you have multiple websites you're running, you can easily separate all of your different files, and you can also create folders. So that's pretty cool. Next we have users. Now I believe you can have unlimited users with this platform. It's pretty generous, that's for sure. So unlimited team members, you can just add them inside of here. If we come down, this is where we can actually start customizing things, right? We've got here players and widgets. I'll just come back to my other brand. And what you can do inside of this is just start customizing things with the different sort of generic type of video you're going to be creating. And I'll show you these in a second. It's actually in the templates, but this is where you can choose pretty much your base videos for your website. You get the code, put it in your header, I believe it is, and then that video is going to be good. So let's go to the player templates. Let me show you what these do. So we've got here 3. I've gone ahead and created a 4th, but if I go to standard preset, right, it's saying, do you want to change all of the videos to this default template? And these videos are the ones inside of your project, not on all of your videos entirely. So I'll do that, and I'll actually go and quickly embed a video to show you what it looks like. So I've got this one here. It's actually just the latest blog post I did. I just copied it. But if you click on the video you imported, this one was imported directly from YouTube, so it came out perfect. So I'm going to click copy embed code like so. I'm going to go to this website. This is just a standard Elementor video widget. So I'm going to go ahead and come to, where are we? Here. Hey, my name is Bill. So there's the text. I'm going to go type in HTML, drop it in below. Okay, I'm going to paste in this code like so. Click on update. So this is the standard player. Now let me show you what it looks like. I'll just reload this page. So it's pretty cool. It loads straight away. You'll notice this little three sort of bar statisticy looking sign. This is only if you're signed into your website inside of Viqeo. It doesn't show if you go on incognito. I've also got my logo there. I'll show you where to get that in a second. But this is the standard player, right? You've got the orange bar at the bottom. You've got your definitions at the bottom, full screen, sound, and play. Now it's pretty cool because it plays right away. It is on mute, but it gives more people enticement to actually click on unmute because it's quite engaging. So that is the standard player, right? That standard preset. GIF style, I believe it makes it more like a GIF, so it'll just loop the first bit. GIF with the sound, I believe it will actually play with sound. I've gone ahead and created a default, actually a custom template, and I'll show you what it looks like. If you create a new template, just click add template and it'll come down here. And then what you can do is choose what you want to be listed, right? So we've got progress bar, sound button, quality button, play button, full screen button, subtitles button. You can also add a share button if you wish to put to these different medias. And we've also got a video download button as well. Now the cool thing is you can add in your own color. So I've chosen the color of my website. And if you come down a little bit further, you've got a few options, right? You've got the smart fit, which is probably more desirable. I was just testing it out. This is being optimized for Google, so all the different devices that load the page will load with the appropriate sizing. At the end of the video, we can choose to either replay, add the replay button so they can watch it again. You can either loop it, stop at the last frame, or play the next recommended video. So that's pretty cool. You can choose if you want the sound to start on the video start or mute by default, or you can have this proactive sound button, but this is like a pretty interesting one. It's got like an overlay with like sound muted and like a noise thing on it. It's pretty cool. Majority of the time I think the muted by default classic sound button is probably the best. Video start, you can choose if you want it when people hover over it, or if people press play, or autoplay for one visible video. So you've got all these different options. It's pretty customizable, but once again, having your own colors there and the ability to actually choose these things, pretty powerful. There's also add subtitles in here. I personally haven't played with it yet, so I'm not going to be showing you. But once you've done that, it's all pretty much good to go. And if you want to ensure that you've got the right settings for your video, you can come back to my files. You can click on the edit button on the 3 dots, right? And it's going to come to your video player, your video editor. And if you come here, you can come to player, choose a player template. So mine's on the test template 1. If you wanted to create custom settings on the fly, you can also do so, which is going to allow you to change things inside of here. Majority of the time, you will just choose the template right for your website, and then you can save the changes there. So that's how you do it. It's pretty cool. And what else we got? We got content styles. So this is, once again, we went through on the when we went to create a new video. You've got the different templates inside of here. If you want to create your template from scratch, you can do so in here. Then you can just use it over and over again. So test template, I'll just create one here, show you what it's all about. Okay, come inside here, click on the settings. And this is where you can choose things like the color and how you want it to look. And if you want to see what the animation does, you can choose there. Now you just come through, choose the animation style you want, and it's pretty much good to go. So that's easy. Now we have here ads. Now, unfortunately, I've just applied for it and it takes up to 24 hours. So I can't show you too much about the ads. But this is going to be one of the game-changing things for me, right? I always get sick of having, different things popping over the website. I don't know if you've ever visited a news website before and they have their own custom ads inside of it and you can't do anything to skip it. I absolutely love that, right? You get to create your own types of ads for the content inside of your business. So that for me is a massive win. I'm excited to dig into it. Unfortunately, I haven't got it ready, but that's here. And one thing to note as well is they do have a ad partner network, but it's only available if you want to have, if you get over 500,000 views per month. So this basically means they have a list of companies they're already partnered with and that have like advertising ready to roll. So if you have over 500,000 views per month on your website, they can actually go on your behalf and put them on top of your websites. And then I think they take a 40% commission and you earn 60%. So it's extremely lucrative versus like YouTube and Google's like fractional cents. So it's pretty powerful. So that's inside of it. Once again, can't show you right now, but it's there if you want it. Apart from that, we've also got Viqeo updates. So this is, as you can see, they've been working hard on it. The screencast and camera recording has just been added only less than a couple of weeks ago. What are we on? The 13th of April. And then they've had, numerous updates since they launched. So it's good to see. And then if you ever need help, the help is here. So let me quickly show you the speed. You've probably all been wondering what it's like. So I'll just refresh the page real quick. So if I press play here and play here, so I'll just press mute again. Sorry about that. So it plays instantly, right? It's ridiculously quick. This takes a few seconds and you can see all of this junk on top of it, right? You've got all of these like chapters, I believe they call it. You've got YouTube buttons, you've got the YouTube title, subscribe here. We've got all these watch later info. And then if you press pause, you've got more videos added. However, if you just have this on your website using Viqeo, then you don't have anything, or you can choose to run ads. So extremely quick. One of the things I noticed in the questions and reviews is it's extremely fast to load. The only thing I've really noticed about Viqeo is if you are uploading files from, say, YouTube, right? So they're going to be downloading it from YouTube. It does take a little while to process the videos, but it doesn't take too long. What you can do is just choose the video you want to take from YouTube or whichever it is, let it start transcoding, and then you can just quit the page and just do whatever you want, and maybe in 5 or 10 minutes it'll be ready to use. So that's one thing I've noticed. I noticed a few people said it was slightly slow. So that's what I found with it as well. But the one thing that everyone kept raving about was the support from the team at Viqeo. They are insanely good, so it was extremely good to see. I'm very happy with it so far. But that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do right now is jump behind the camera. I just want to talk about a few extra things about Viqeo and how I'm going to personally use it. Okay, so that was Viqeo. Now, as you can see, there are so many different features inside of this platform. I believe over the next 6 months, they're going to polish everything perfectly and all the features are going to work amazing. Now, I'm personally excited for the monetization part of it, as well as the affiliate link part of it, right? Because I do host a lot of videos on different websites, but of course, if I host them from YouTube, they get slammed with all of the recommended and related content. So this to me is a very good game changer. And also the polling option, having conditional flows for different choices. I'm excited to play with that a little bit. It's going to have to be a bit of a brainstorming session, but I think it has got some good legs and where it's sort of going. So hopefully you've seen how Viqeo works. Overall, I'm stoked. I've actually max stacked because I believe these guys are going to take off very soon, and you're going to be kicking yourself if you didn't grab that deal. And talking about the deal, if you want to grab Viqeo at a lifetime rate, make sure you check out the link in the description. I don't know how long it's going to stick around for, so make sure you get it before it runs out. Once again, there's always a 60-day money-back guarantee. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Viqeo review. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. I've got so many great reviews coming out for you in the near future. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next video.